Sorry. I completely myself. This is the position why knight is not on this field. No. Yellow played in knight f4 first. Yeah. Knight f4, h5. Yes, h5.
To stop knight h5, yeah?
Yes, it's knight h5 because knight h5 damage the position. c5, bishop b4, yes. Bishop c1, a4. Knight b3, no, it's even better. Bishop a5. b7. Bishop d5.
Drop the queen.
Yeah. That's the position of reach. That's the position of reach. No, it's after queen b3, it's one. I think it's white has an extra pawn and
if you try to take back
yes, then the rook goes on b7. That's but due to discovery, Yellow's idea was rehabilitated. And now knight f4. Knight f4. So Karpov played here rook a7. And for a moment he probably saw that he solved his problem after knight h4. He had queen e8. And with queen e8, now he probably expected that the queens would be traded. And then it's an extra exchange, and white initiative is, so it stopped. It didn't. Yeah, no, but it's just, so, and he missed the other's brilliant blow. His queen takes e6.
Yeah. That's why we chose this game.
Yeah. So that's quite an amazing move. So and so f takes e6, then knight g6 check. And if king f7, then knight takes the rook, king f8, knight g6 check again, and white has a decisive material advantage. Karpov took here immediately, but then after knight and knight takes h8, white pawns and decisive advantage. So they played for the game lasted, but the other one convinced them. So quite easily. So queen e6 is a brilliant move, and it's one of the probably in 70s that was probably the worst defeat. I thought Karpov's was defeat. But when I analyzed this, I saw that I moved here, bishop e8, and I was very proud that I found the defense and I could improve the other's game. And I gave certain lines because after knight h4 here. That looks very good. It's the same idea now, you see. I found a hidden defense with h6. And if bishop takes h6, then suddenly bishop takes h4, and white bishop is cut. So, and I have these lines here. So, that's the, for instance, bishop h4. Yes. g3. Bishop goes back on e7. White could take on g7, take on h5. It has 4 pawns, but pawn on a2 is weak, and the game is complicated. And also, I looked for other options for white. One is natural. If you take on d8, and knight g5. So again, threatening. Take on e6, and so black has the only move rook h6, and here I conclude that white should take on e6, take, knight takes e6, rook e6, queen e6, then knight goes on e7. For instance, we can have this, so take on e6, knight goes on e7, and if f4, then queen c8. And white has no time to actually activate the rook and to break through.
So who do you think black is okay then?
Oh, I think it's black is okay. And recently I received a laughing letter from Mr. Sorokin, who said that look at
the carpenter in St.
Yes,
Petersburg.
yes.
No, the carpenter in St. Petersburg. Okay.
Now you offer something in this position that made me thrill. I had so many combinations in my life. This is not the most, this is not the greatest sacrifice in my life, but it's highly useful because it just shows you that all these talks about death of chess and the game of chess being exhausted, it's all nonsense. Computer only helps us to improve our creativity, to sort of reestablish our creative instincts. No, I don't think anyone. It's virtually impossible to find it because you have to deal with our mind is working differently. So what is you have two knights here. So you want to attack e6, f7. You can hardly imagine that there are other attacking ways. No, trust me. If I'm told to, maybe I will. I just saw the letter.
This is the challenge.
I just looked at the letter, but I knew to know chess was in junior. So I just it took for me a few moments just to recognize the greatness of this ingenious combination. So okay, I will keep suspense any longer. Knight g6 check. Which is rook takes g6. Knight goes on h7. No, knight goes on h7. So what?
Rook d6 then.
Okay, now king d7. Rook b1. Make this threat. The only move is rook. And now it seems that it's over, but what is knight doing on h7? White is completely discoordinated and queen d6 check. Now we go. Queen takes d6. E takes d6. King d7. And now rook d8. Now white is threatening to mate. Knight f8 and rook d6 mate. So black has an extra rook, but it's not going to work. This extra rook means absolutely nothing in this position. The king goes on c6, and then we still go knight f8. Rook b7, rook c8, king b5, and now c6. And always, he starts with just to recognize white knight is just making a decisive blow from f8. So we just, if we count that, so you can probably, win some money on making bets, Asking a question, just this position, from which knight, we have two knights, will make a decisive blow from which square. I think you can hardly imagine that will be this knight attacking black from that square. From one way. So, for me, this discovery made by probably the strongest cross category player in the world.
Probably the strongest carpenter in the world.
Yeah. This discovery just shows to me that I haven't wasted my time in working on the book because it gave a new opportunity for chess fans to analyze the game and just trust me. There's so many great discoveries you can make. Just spend time if you have passion for analyzing it. Even with me and my team checking it already 3 times, we have 3 filters before it comes back to me. I started, then it goes to one player, another, then it comes back to me. But it was always filters. There's still plenty of room for discovery. And that was volume 2. Volume 3 will be more difficult. So we already recognized the great ideas that can be discovered. So just always remember 6 checks.